Good evening, everyone. Late Night Mega here, and we're going to do another premiere draft of Guilds of Ravnica. This is going to be the final premiere draft that I do. You notice the timer there in the corner. There's a limited time left in this event, which means we're not going to be able to do a draft for each of the guilds due to whatever it was that happened last time. We almost have a full table. And going forward, I don't know how often I'm going to be posting draft videos or if I'm going to take another hiatus again. It's just that these draft videos take, roughly an hour and a half to 2 hours each, or less than an hour and a half if I do kind of poorly. And that's just kind of a lot of time compared to the amount of videos I can make for my gaming channel, which I also have. So yeah, there's that. Anywho, we get in here. Oh man. Two great Dimir cards, Blood Operative and Night Veil Predator. I was going to say, we haven't been Izzet or Golgari yet, but the pick has to be one of those two. There's nothing else in the pack that's close. Or we take the Gargoyle and just go silly again, but I'm not going to do that. Whenever I surveil, if it's in my graveyard, I can pay 3 life and return it. Yeah, that seems good. Night Veil Predator, also a good card, but we'll take the rare. And we follow that up with a Disinformation Campaign. Woo. Of course, we are passing a couple of decent Dimir cards, but we're just going to take the Disinformation Campaign, because that's what it is. And now we get a third pick, Price of Fame. This not only kills any creature, but also surveils. Artful Takedown and Darkblade Agent. Dimir seems wide open here. What did the other two... Okay, so someone took the rare, but what else was taken over the Price of Fame? It couldn't have been someone in Dimir. Glowspore Shaman. Oh, hey, this thing surveils. We just want, like, all the cards that can surveil. Now that we have a couple of payoff cards for it. Okay, we still might not want this thing. Narcomoeba. I think with all the surveilling we have going on, we could theoretically play this. I'll take it. And we're off to a really strong Dimir start. I'd like to get one of those Night Veil Agents. There's no chance that card wheels. Manga Florence. Tony Stark. Magic Man. Okay, I don't know any of them. We have Mission Briefing. What is this? X is the number of creatures in your graveyard. We'll just take the Guild Gate here, I think. Guild Gate seems fine. Now we could take the Vapors. There are a lot of 1 toughness creatures here, but I'm going to take our first, or our second 2-drop, the Child of Night, because those aren't bad to have. I could take another Guild Gate or a Centipede. I think I'll take the Centipede because it goes well with, like, Child of Night, Narcomoeba. We already got one guild gate, so that's fine. Well, I guess I'm not going to do Is It or Golgari in this. It's just going to be Dimir, Dimir, Dimir. But that's also the nature of draft. You kind of have to play what you get past. Oh, here's a second gargoyle. We could have done that crazy thing again. I thought those were the same card for a second. They have very similar art. I'm going to take the Muse Drake. It's a good place to take that. We're looking for some more Surveil cards. Alright, we're up to pick 9. Or did we already do pick 9? And that was our gargoyle from pack 1. Oh, pack 1 also had Luminous Bonds in it, didn't it? Okay, so there was another reasonable card. Yeah. Yeah, that was the gargoyle on the wheel. Well, we cannot play any of these cards, so I'm going to take the Guild Gate from... Actually, no, I'm not. I'm going to take the uncommon. That was a sound effect, for sure. So we have a Defender, we have Bartizan Bats. We have the Veiled Shade. Veiled Shade can become good in the late game. So I guess I'll take that. Yeah. And take just a 5 mana 4/5. That's playable. I guess we can take the Mesmerist. And neither of these are going to get played. Ritual of Soot. I feel like we've been here before. But that's going to be the pick. I have 3 of these? Okay, sure. I mean, I was playing on Arena back when these sets were standard legal, so I did make a little bit of a collection out of them, but did not do drafting. With the Ritual of Soot in our... we'll just keep everything in there right now. Well, here's another Surveil Payoff card. There's a Vapors. There's a Crawl Swarm. I'm not the biggest fan of that card. I'll take the Whispering Snitch. Gives us another 2-drop as well. One that's more defensive against like all those other 2/1s, like the Fresh-Faced Recruit. You do want to be able to beat that on the defensive. Whereas these other 2-drops just do not... Oh my. Dream Eater, Mythic Rare. Oh, this is the pack we want. We want 3 cards here. But we're going to take the Dream Eater because apparently nobody's Dimir. I have none of these. Flash Flying enters the battlefield. Surveil 4. When you do, return target non-land permanent and opponent controls to their to its owner's hand? Yes. There was our card draw in there too. Chemist's Insight and Notion Rain. We are hoping to find at least one of those. The good cards in these drafts feel like they all kind of disperse by like the first 4 or 5 picks. And then everything else just feels like it's kind of leftovers. I could take the Chamber Sentry. We can't return it, but it's a 2-mana 2/2. Or I could just take Burglar Rats. I'm going to take the Rats. I like the Rats. It's fine. Another Chamber Sentry. Well, this time I'll take it. Because there's nothing else in the pack. That's not what we want to be doing. Also not what we want to be doing. Alright. We can still run it with only 2 colors. I could also just throw in a Golgari Guildgate for a potential splash. Here we go again. I think it's too late to do this again. Because I passed that first Chamber Sentry. We didn't take the Gargoyle from the first pack. We're not doing it again, folks. I guess I'll take the Bats. It doesn't die to our Ritual of Soot. But it's a fairly underwhelming vanilla creature. But that's kind of what I was saying, like... Yeah, so there's a couple of cards, like a field for the Izzet deck. Well, okay, in case we do the silliness again, I'll take the Guildgate. I guess I'll take another Mesmerist. That's a card that can be played. We got the Vapors back. Cool. Was hoping to wheel that. Not much else to say. We can play the Vapors even though it hurts our own stuff. We might be cutting some of this stuff as well. Like, I don't think I'm playing 3 of these. Demir Locket or the Crab. We'll take the Crab. We'll try not to play it again. I'll take what I have less copies of. Same applies here. And we open Vraska. I took a Golgari Guildgate. We can splash Vraska. Yeah, that's not absurd. Oh, by the way, there's a Gargoyle. It's not like we're giving up any Surveil cards. There's some cool Izzet cards here. Yeah, you can see I already have a play set of these, even though I've never drafted Izzet. Because I was using them in Standard. Yep, I'm going to take the Vraska.
Won't see the end coming until it's too late.
Atrata, the Silencer, another rare. Yep. Do we want the Pilfering Imp? I guess we can. There's nothing else really here that I want. There's a Plague Crafter. which goes well with the burglar rat. Or there's divine visitation, which I have none of. It's a mythic. We don't really need plague crafter, really. I'll take the mythic. Well, here we have another plague crafter or a guild gate that can help our splash. I'm going to take the guild gate. Number 1 to help our splash, and number 2 that also helps our chamber sentry be a 3/3, which is a bit more relevant. As we take another Muse Drake out of these choices. Now we're seeing some Golgari. This counts as Golgari, right? If I have Vraska. I could theoretically splash for this too. That wouldn't be bad. I would like some counter magic, so let's take a Disdainful Stroke. Yeah, we're not seeing any Surveil cards in this pack. Unfortunately. So we got a few great Surveil payoff cards, lacking a little bit in the amount of surveilling. And this is our starting pack where Beacon Bolt came back. So there's got to be only one Is It drafter. I guess I'll take it. Because we don't need another 4-mana card. So I'll take an Is It Guildgate. As something I could run. Boros Guildgate. I don't think we're doing it again. I could theoretically play this, which it might be better than the Dowser of Light. We'll see. I don't have any of these. Also, since this is the last draft, that means we're going to do the pack opening after this. So stay tuned to the end of the video for that. We have 4 cuts to make. A lot of them are probably going to be in the 4-drops. And we're not running all of those lands right now. So let's see. We want Prize of Fame, Ritual of Soot. How many creatures do we have? 21. Yeah, we didn't get any of the 3-mana flash things. How many Surveil cards do we have? I'm not spelling it correctly, am I? No, I did. Oh, I needed to be up here. So ignoring that and Blood Operative, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards that surveil. No, 4 cards that surveil. That doesn't surveil. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Alright, well, we're going to have to go with it. So we're going to also keep all of the non-creatures. I feel like with our cheap creatures, a lot of them are going to end up in the graveyard. I don't know about Veiled Shade. I don't know about... some of these. But we could run the Lurcher, because we have so many creatures as it is. And then I just need to make one more cut. Yeah, we just didn't really get much in terms of non-creature spells. I guess we don't need 2 Muse Drakes. Alright, what do we want to do? We want 2 of those Guild Gates, 1 Dimir. I could go crazy just for the Chamber Sentry. That kind of messes up our mana for other things. Let's maybe not do that and just have the Chamber Sentry as a 3/3 maximum, because we have other big stuff here. It means I don't need this many forests. So we go like that. We have 8 blue, 7, 8, 9 black. Double black for Ritual of Soot and Blood Operative. Alright. I can dig this. We also have Atrata. This thing can be removal too. One, two, three, 4. We got 5 rares or mythics. 6. Okay, we got 7 rares or mythics in the deck. Another mythic we pulled out here. And I mean, that would have only been a Plague Crafter anyways. Which might have been better than Veiled Shade. Well, we cut Veiled Shade anyways. Doesn't matter. Okay. Away we go. Let's get into the games here. Well, I guess if we can't be Golgari, at least we're splashing Golgari. I know, right? That's exactly what I was thinking. Chamber Sentry, Child of Night. Yeah, we have 2 drops and Disinformation Campaign. Let's do it. Not going to play Chamber Sentry for 0. I do need to draw another land, thank you. We'll get this going. The other play could have been this Centipede. Centipede would have been fine here as well. Discards Child of Night. Because if he surveils, I can't actually block this. Now I couldn't block it if I wanted to. Well, that's only a 2-2. Alright. I'll play this to trade. I could... That'd still only be... Nah, we'll hold on to it. There's a Dimir Informant, another Surveil for our opponent. I will block the Darkblade Agent this time if he wants to come in with it. Yeah. I don't care if I don't get a counter. I need to stop the card draw engine over there. Ah, he got my Whisper Agent. He got all my surveilling cards. That didn't feel necessary. But okay. Maybe I should have played the Muse Drake first. Are we attacking here? 3... I think we have to. Thief of Sanity. That's not what anybody wants to see. I think I'm going to swap a Mesmerist for another Muse Drake. Okay. Life Gainer, that could help. We've got to try and keep the pressure up on our opponent here. Oh, I can exile a card. I guess, yeah, we get rid of the one that you could use. Chamber Sentry to stop the Thief of Sanity over there. Guild Summit. Okay. I don't know why that Thief of Sanity is attacking. Ritual of Soot. That kills my opponent's whole board. It kills my Chamber Sentry, too. It's gonna look odd. It's only gonna look odd for a moment, though. Because now we have a sudden 2-turn clock. And we've turned this game right around. Oh, another one of those. Hired Poisoner, that's annoying. Hey, I found a green source. Well, I have mephitic vapors. And that gained me a bunch of life, too. Maybe I should be attacking with the 4-5. Yeah, let's go in with everything. And stop 4. You got a chump block there. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Capture sphere, that's not quite enough capturing, though. And with that, we rank up. Alright, so let's take a look at the deck again. I was contemplating another Muse Drake over a Mesmerist because they're just not that impressive, and we have a lot of things that can act as 2-drops. We got this, we got Narc Amoeba. Yeah. I'm game for another flyer. Another flyer that survives my own Ritual of Soot. Alright, and now we're up against the Fire Tiger. Well, we have a Surveil, we have a Narc Amoeba, we have a Muse Drake. Our opponent goes first. I'm going to mulligan this, actually. Into a hand with the opposite problem. Okay. Going from triple island to quadruple swamp. Maybe I should have been to swamp. Let's see what's going on over here. Not a lot. I'm actually going to take the beetle. Offer the trade. Sure. When I surveil, it'll come back. Alright, we're not doing too bad here. Opponent has drawn 3 unknown cards now, though. Presumably at least one of those is a land. That's not a land. That's definitely not a land. Target a creature. Well, that's going to become a 2-power thing anyways. So I should just get rid of that. Oh my gosh, the Parhelion Patrol Tribal deck. Honestly, a triple block would have been good for them there. Ooh. I get back my thing. These do not help me. Oh, I have to pay 3 life and then I just die next turn? I can't afford to pay 3 life right now, because we're on a 2-turn clock. Bad part is Ritual Soot and Vraska won't help here. I don't know what gets us out of this. Probably nothing after that, Might of the Masses. Alright, next game against Kroll Roja. Let's play some of our... I'm going to keep this, actually. This format is slow enough where I can just Ritual of Soot on turn 4 and do nothing else and I'll be fine. Right? I kind of want our opponent to go 2-drop, 3-drop, 2-drop, 2-drop. There's that. Three drop. Thank you. Now I could just blow up the board here. I don't feel the need to do that. I'm gonna be a little bit greedy. I could also Disdainful Stroke any 4-drop. Can't Disdainful Stroke that. I have Price of Fame too if anything goes poorly. It doesn't look like it's going to, though. Still can't interact with my opponent's pet. Okay. We'll do this. There's the Garrison Sergeant. There's Vraska. Do you need to kill this? Ooh, Disinformation Campaign. We'll keep that. And we'll counter this. Do this while our opponent still has a couple cards. Gets rid of Gird for battle. Alright. Fresh Face Recruit and playing their last land.
Only a fool stands in my way. I'll carve it out of existence.
Alright, we've got Disinformation Campaign, we've got Vraska. Oh gosh.
It was probably going to die anyway.
I can sack one of these lands. Why did I play that? Could have played the 4/5. 3 damage to target creature. Okay.
Everyone is expendable, except me.
Ooh. Don't need to play that right now. I think this game is pretty well wrapped up. We got both our mythics. We got Vraska going. That's annoying.
You'll have to try harder than that.
I'll just bounce it next turn.
Sacrifices must be made from time to time.
If we bounce it in combat, it can't do anything. Sure. I mean, you also can't stop all of this power. Well, we didn't get to cast the Dream Eater, but we were about to. So that basically counts. Alright, going for our third win here. Next opponent is Saki. Seems good. A lot of the cards we had last time. Narcomoeba's not phenomenal here. Oh, we also got Ritual of Soot. No blocks. I will block the Dark Blade Agent next turn if I have to. I'm gonna get this going. Demir Locket. Okay. Well, that means I don't need to block the Dark Blade Agent. Let's get rid of the Snitch. Island isn't really the land I want. I could I don't want a triple block. I'll just block. You have an instant speed surveil thing, you got it. Price of Fame? Sure. I guess I should have kept the island. Oh, cool. Golgari Guildgate. Discards a Wall of Mist. Oh, there's a Watcher. I'm gonna have to Price of Fame that. Chamber Sentry. Notion Rain. Once again, I did not get any... Well, I got Disinformation Campaign. I can't complain about not having card draw. But I didn't get Notion Rain or... Ooh. Or that other card draw that was in the same pack. Let me get rid of that. That was a lot of mana for a deadly visit on that. I think at this point we're going to Vraska and Disinformation campaign.
I lead the Golgari now. I wanted that taken out too.
I still have 2 more rares in my hand. Another Notion Rain by our opponent.
Its pain is our pain.
Alright, there we go. Oh, an opponent's just done after seeing 2 rares like that. Can't say I blame ya. Vraska sitting on the table. Vraska's so hard to get off the table, too. Like, I know the struggle. Spellbender. Okay. Seems reasonable. Start with the Pilfering Imp. Go for a little Thoughtseize action here. Or do I want to... let's not do that yet. Let's play out our stuff, develop the board a little bit. Guildmage resist to draw a card, copy. You gotta kill that at some point. Dazzling Light, okay. Like the 0-2s can block each other. That'd be mildly amusing. Not productive, but amusing. Our Mephitic Vapors right now is so bad. It's just... I can 0 for 4 myself with it. Oh, hey, that card's also really bad right now. Well, we're just going to keep attacking. Another Dazzling Lights, sure. We'll just keep going wider. Okay, Beacon Bolt, because they're done with that. Okay. Reasonable enough. Ooh. So I could Chamber Sentry to kill that. Or we're just gonna attack. That's why you don't do that. Opponent needs to find a way to kill that. Yeah, right now. But then dies to the other two creatures. Yeah. That's why you should have blocked the Chamber Sentry and traded with that. Hey, I won. I enjoyed it. Just barely got to 4 lands in time, but hey. You don't need to play all the bomb rares and mythics every round. Boftek. The names people come up with. Oh, hey, we have our Golgari colors. Burglar Rat. First time getting that one here. We'll keep this. Oh, we got Vraska here joining the party. I don't want to discard. What's wrong with you, opponent? I had a great opening hand. I'm going to make you discard a card. See how much you like it. Yeah, take the... Okay, whatever. Take that. I can't play that. Oh, that's rude. Mills Izoni. Okay. Get rid of this. It doesn't do anything. I need land. That's not a land. That's not a land either, but I'm not getting rid of it. Hey, we did the thing with Narcomoeba. Notion Rain. Yes, I have to sing that every time someone plays it. Okay, so we know what's going to be happening next turn. Unfortunately, we're kind of behind here. Ooh, I got the land. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to discard the Blood Operative because I can just get it back. When we eventually play the Price of Fame. Never mind. Oh, there goes Vraska. Now we're really on the back foot. The other problem is I can't... Our opponent has way too many cards. Because there's a lot of bad things in here, but I'm getting my butt kicked because of this disinformation campaign that I can't stop. Yeah, go ahead, have more lands. I don't care if you have more lands. Creeping Chill? Sure, you can have that too. I'll hold on to the land for the time being. I thought we were really behind, but oh no, we're behind again. Well, I can get back the Blood Operative, which I'm going to have to. And we get back our disinformation campaign. I would have loved to have countered that, but it just wasn't happening. I might need the Vapors to trigger another Surveil. Okay, if that's how you want to use your Artful Takedown, you go for it. Because I only have one blue source, I'm going to get the Blood Operative out first. Oh, I get to... Doesn't matter. So I'll just take that one. I should probably take creatures since I'm seeing some Golgari cards. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Opponent's 3-color, 60-card deck. Barrier Bones. Problem is, I'm just simply losing to disinformation campaign. You have find finality? Well, now I know I have to keep the counter for that. That's the wrong land. I've already lost my Vraska. Yep. I mean, I've discarded so many cards to that disinformation campaign. That's game. I can't overcome that. All right. Magetta the Lion. That's some sort of lion I should know about. We can't cast anything currently, but I kind of like the mana here. We'll draw lands, right? Oh hey, I found something we can cast. Go, Narcomoeba! It's Burglar Rat. This whole thing is just sad. Up against another Dimir deck. This is another... I haven't even seen one of these in a draft. This is another thing with, these drafts being only 5 guilds, and really it's mostly Boros and Dimir you see. Yeah. I never got to cast this card. And I guess I never will. Oh, Chamber Sentry. Can still only be 2 different colors, though. Unfortunately. Yeah, our opponents just had all this discard. Okay, sure. I just don't have much to say. We're just throwing dinky creatures around, and I'm losing to discard again. Bounced his own thing. Now his 5-drop can come down when he finds a 5th land and be fine. Yep. Oh, well, there's the 5 drop, but okay, that's a 5 drop too. Didn't need to see my opponent play that. Speaking of mythic rares, it's a Nightmare Demon. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh, well, that was nice of the auto tapper. I don't know how we beat a 6/6 when we lost our only removal spell for big things. Let me think on that for a few turns. I needed that 4/4. That would have been nice. Yeah, Deadly Visits, we didn't even see any of those, I don't think, in the draft. Oh, what about a Trotta? Yeah, I'm not out of this yet. That wasn't a land before, you were... Okay. I don't know why the big 6/6 didn't attack last turn. It's not like I can win a race with it. So the real problem with this card, the Pay 2 Life Surveil 2, this card was played in Standard, because if this card was left alive, well, even if it wasn't left alive, you could just... I don't know what this is. You could just... I'm so confused right now. You know, you go to kill it, and your opponent can just start surveilling it until they find something they need, and leave that on the top of their deck. Because this can just... there's a no mana activation, just pay 2 life. And so then they just get, you know, whatever card they need. It was kind of a pain to deal with. And I always hated seeing my opponent play it. Okay, so that Burglar Rat can't be blocked. There you go, opponent. I don't know why you weren't doing that before with your 6/6 flying... Not to mention it's a 5-mana 6/6 flying trample. So it's also above rate, closes out games pretty quickly. Oh, a Trotta's going to be too slow now. Yeah, you just stack the top of your deck to always have a relevant card. This is why I wanted Disdainful Stroke. Which is not, or has not been in my hand this game, but that would have helped as well. Did you need to do that? Ooh. Hey, there's a Trotta. I get it back. So there. Etrata, like I said, just a bit too slow. I needed that in play several turns ago. Guess the only thing I care about getting rid of are creatures. Take that. Now, our opponent could just pay 8 life and lose the game. I don't think our opponent's doing that. Okay, opponent. I'm going to save some time here. All you got to do is attack with 6/6. You know I'm tapped out. What can I do? Well, we got 4 wins with the deck. The deck was, once again, not the best Dimir deck. It was very creature-heavy. 17 creatures. But it did have some fun stuff. We got Vraska. We never got to play this. But that's fine. We got to play Vraska. We pretended to play Dream Eater a couple times. Price of Fame was good. Ritual of Soot was pretty good. Etrata was... well, Etrata was there. Blood Operative was kind of there. It was okay. We didn't have the density of Surveil cards that we needed. We had some of these kind of crappy, mopey creatures. This never did anything. Pilfering Imp was pretty decent. Kind of wish I would have picked up the second one of those during the draft. We had a lot of rares and mythics for the deck, which kind of carried us to those 4 wins. So let's collect our packs. And let's go ahead and open them. Since this is the last... actually, let's do something else kind of fun, shall we? Let's get a let's get this Alchemist bundle here, because that's 20 packs, and it'll be 2 golden packs. Those are always fun to open on camera, right? So yeah, we'll open those at the end. We'll open our guild's packs first. Gruesome Meandry, yeah. Oh, and there was Notion Rain. So, yeah, most of the power being... ooh, Aurelia. Most of the power in these drafts being at the uncommon slot meant, well, it kind of means that a lot of the gameplay is going to get kind of repetitive. People just waiting for their bomb uncommons and rares to come out and do their thing. Ooh, Find Finality, that was a card I like to run too. Guilds of Ravnica was the first time that I started... well, it wasn't quite Guilds of Ravnica, it was a couple sets after that. By War of the Spark, I was actually playing mid-range decks, Golgari mid-range, at my local FNM, where typically I would always play nothing but heavy control. And so I just love the style of answering everything. And then I started playing Golgari mid-range, and then I'm like, whoa, I'm not only answering the cards my opponent has, but I'm playing threats that need to be activated or dealt with very early on. It was the Explore deck with Wild Growth Walkers and that. Yeah, it was a fun time. And then people hated me playing mid-range. What was that card we just got? I never saw that before. Ooh, Thief of Sanity, that's a good one too. Vivid Revival. 3 multicolored cards from your graveyard to your hand and exile it. So yeah, just a 5 mana, very clunky draw 3 for green. Knight of Autumn. This was a cool card. Usually sideboard, but just does a bunch of stuff. First Ionize.
Only a fool stands in my way.
Hey, there's another Vraska. Let's do these alchemy packs. In case I ever want to play alchemy. Fell the Mighty from the bonus sheet. Alaborix the Goose Tyrant. Draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. Create a food token. Flying Trample Ward 1. Whenever you sack a token, it perpetually gets +1/+1. Also triggers if it's in exile. Huh. Interesting. Sapphire Collector. Oh, I've seen that card before. I've seen it opened before. Mythic. Rankle, Pitiless Trickster. That is a lot of text. I'm not going to read all that. You guys can pause the video and see for yourselves. I don't usually care too much about alchemy. Maybe I should, though. Actually, I have an alchemy deck on hand for when they have alchemy events for midweek Magic. Prairie Survivalist. Target creature perpetually gets +1/+0. Then choose a creature in your hand. It perpetually gets +1/+0. Okay. Pearl Collector. Okay, so these collectors must be a cycle then. Gain 4 or more life this turn. You get a Mox Pearl. Another target creature perpetually gains lifelink. Oh, Cackle with Power. From the bonus sheet. Yep, there's the Ruby Collector. Attack with 3 or more. Grenzo. Oh, another mythic incoming. Saint Elenda. That could be interesting in a blue-white control deck. I've seen that card before, too. Wagon Wrecker. Oh, another Goose Tyrant. Yeah, these alchemy sets aren't very deep on the number of different cards that they have. Because it's really just the rare and... Oh, it's supposed to be the uncommon slot, too. I have not even been paying attention to the uncommons. Whoops. Solitary Defiance. And a Path to Exile. That's cool that that card's now on Arena. Another Solitary Defiance. And a Mana Drain. Oh, another Mythic. It's, well, a Mythic wild card. Those are always nice to get. Blooming Cactus Folk. Trample. 5/5. At the beginning of your end step, non-land cards in your hand perpetually cost 1 less to cast. That'd be much more broken if it was like a 2-mana card. Jet Collector. 4 more cards are in your graveyard. Conjure and Mox Jet. Interesting. Dust Bowl and another Mythic Wild card. Cool. Let's go ahead and open these Outlaws of Thunder Junction packs while we're at it. Tiny Bones joins up. I think that's one of the cards I kind of wanted. There's a number of cards I kind of want to open here. That's another one. Well, we're on a roll today. Ionize. Gissa. Sure. Outcaster Trailblazer, Primal Command. Vraska joins up. Stoic Sphinx, that's something I wanted to probably get. Rare wild card, that's something I always like getting too. The Infiltrator. Well, he can infiltrate his way back into my collection. A cool... I actually got a fun story about a cool, the double black, double red card. I actually got 2 of those in a draft, and 2 Rakdos joins up, without even trying, because I was actually Boros, and both the cools and the Rakdos joins up all wheeled, because I guess no one at the table was black-red. Ooh, Kellen the Kid. Kellen the Kid. Play on Billy the Kid. Oh, 3 steps ahead, that's something I needed too. Botanical Sanctum, not so much. But lands are always good to have in your collection. Riku of Many Paths, okay. And the Synthesizer. Ione joins up. How many? 15 rares. Wild cards I'm up to. Another Crackle with Power. Magda the Horde Master. Not quite what I'm looking for. Most of what I'm looking for is like regular rares. What breaches the Blast Maker? Bruce Tarl and Pest Infestation. Ooh, Abrupt Decay, that's right, that's in Arena now. And Colossal Rattleworm. Alright, time for the golden packs that everybody's been waiting for. Let's see what we get. Krenko. Ooh, another 3 steps ahead. Cool. Another Bruce Tarl. Another 3 steps ahead. This is awesome. Gruff triplets, also cool. I was going to say, I've collected most of the sets that weren't Murders at Karlov Manor or Outlaws of Thunder Junction, so I'm not surprised to be getting mostly those types of cards in this. Oh, that's from Lord of the Rings, isn't it? Claim Jumper. Also Lord of the Rings. One last job. Urgent Necropsy. It's not that urgent. Okay. Well, I guess with that, we're going to end our little mini-series here on Guilds of Ravnica. And I guess for now, I'll take my leave.